Good morning, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy birthday to my mom. She's 89 today. We're going to have a party for her, a little, party. I didn't have the juice last night to make a video because the world is getting to me. Our insane lunatic neighbors next door are taking the spotlight even over the Olympics. I'm stewing over all of this nonsense. This abhorrent violence. It's sick, it's fascist by every definition of the word. Their propaganda, the surveillance, the killing. And I suppose if you can't get away from it, you might as well just talk about it. So here I am talking about it. Lunatic neighbor stuff is spilling over into our yard. Not much we can do about it. I really want to avoid this, talk about fun things, but this is just part of our daily now. So let's get a little perspective. The other day there was a congressional hearing with Blondie. And some people figure that, well, their outhouse doesn't smell. So I'm going to clear up a few things. As far as the stock market goes, and I am certainly no expert, but I can read, the data shows clearly the top 10 countries in the world for 2025, for the stock markets alone, Canada is number 1. Germany is number 2. The UK is number 3. Switzerland number 4, China number 5, Italy number 6, Japan number 7, and our crazy, insane lunatics next door are number 8. So regardless what they say, they're not very great. You can find this on Clonner, Kark, and Lund. They're global guys that make data for all the world and the markets. So 2025, the year in review, their statement starts with the glistening Great White North. So you can Google all that up and you can look for it. You can read it for yourself. It's quite in depth and it shows how Canada has truly done excellently in 2025 as far as the stock market goes. This is a very reputable site and it uses true statistics. Our stock market increased 27% over 2025. Our dollar is up 7% 2025. This does not tell how any country's economy is actually doing. It's a guessing game for the wealthy. A booming stock market does nothing for the average person trying to buy a $7 grapefruit, okay, for their family to share. So keep sticking to the exact same speaking points, crazy neighbors next door. Okay? Just keep talking about the same stuff over and over. Now, we have a little island. It's called Cuba. And our crazy lunatic neighbors next door have become the biggest bully, blocking the oil for them so they have no power, no water. Their hospitals are down. Venezuela was supplying the oil and gas they required to run their little country because their whole country runs on gas and oil. Why? Because our crazy lunatic neighbors next door have blockaded them entirely, shut them out for the past 60 years. So they're kind of blast from the past, people. Now they're blast in the dark. People are dying. People are dying in hospitals because there's no power and the lights aren't on. They're not getting proper medical care. They're not getting surgeries. Babies are dying. All because of our lunatic neighbors next door. All right. Their entire infrastructure depends on oil. So keeping it away from them is the most heinous of humanitarian crimes. If you've ever visited Cuba, let me know in the comments how you liked it, how they treated you, whether you had fun or not. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Ugh. As far as Cuba goes, they have a choice. They can starve and sleep forever. That's their choice. Anyone leaving in their little boats try to get to our crazy lunatic neighbors next door are being turned around. Crazy lunatic neighbors next door are taking them right back to their little island of Cuba. So they can literally go hungry. Period. That's it. Lunatic neighbors next door are not the good guys. There are 11 million people in Cuba who are suffering from our lunatic neighbors next door. Getting quite a lot of that. I got extremely upset with our neighbors. For decades, they have been trafficking children for their own perversions. For decades, their wealth has protected them, and now the world knows. Yet the chief trafficker and financier, who is holding the top office of next door neighbor lunatics, is doing everything he can to protect himself and his perverted friends. And that's true. And I want to mention that, where is it? Blondie, she had something to say about the Dow being 50K. Well, it has nothing to do with it, because they're using this excuse to protect themselves from the trafficking that they've been doing since forever. She also mentioned that it's been going on since Obama. Well, Blondie, I'll tell you what, it's been going on since your Ford administration. And they've been protected and hidden by the uber wealthy, because this is their perversions and they have the money to protect themselves. So let's stop it. Okay, let's just stop it. Oh, I get so upset. I get so upset about this. Okay. Calm down. I beg the survivors of this perverted situation to come forward, point fingers, name names, if not for yourselves, for the current victims, and for the future victims, and for the people of the world. Do it for Cuba. Do it for everybody. Crazy lunatic next door is using these things as a cover-up and a distraction. So there it is. I am paying attention. I would much rather talk about recipes and gardening and spring coming and puppy dogs and fun things. Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, it's all coming. But no, Lunatic Next Door is really taking the fun out of everything. And his stuff is spilling over into our yard. We have a whole group of people now who think that what's going on down there is absolutely wonderful and we should do that here. Well, we don't want that. And those people can just move there if they want. They can be treated that way. They can do whatever they want down there because no one's visiting. No one's going to have a big soccer championship. No one's going to have a big sporting championship because they can't have fans. Their families can't come because Crazy Lunatic Next Door is going to demand that they turn them back, or hell, let's just throw them in a detention center for who knows how long. Okay. I think I have gotten that off my chest. So I really am paying attention to what's going on. I'd rather not. I'd rather just have some fun. I'd rather just go about my life. But it's in our faces every second of every day. We can't even go anywhere without somebody bringing up the crazy lunatic next door. No, nowhere. Can't go shopping. Can't go out for dinner. Who can afford that right now? Thanks to the crazy lunatic next door. Anyway, buy Canadian. Buy things that are not from the crazy lunatic next door. South America, South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia have fantastic fruits and vegetables. Just make sure that wherever it's from is not from next door. All right. Thank you for your time and listening. And I'm sorry I had to vent, but it's just getting to me. And I'm glad I got it out because now I have to go to my mom's birthday party and we're going to play No Mercy. My mom is just diabolical at that game. So we're going to have a lot of laughs. We are going to have fun today, in spite of what is going on next door. So a big middle finger to next door. I feel better, but I'm sorry I had to do this to you. I just want to have fun. All right, folks. Have a good day.